Hey, welcome to my stream. In this stream, I will be sacrificing the Perilous Moon's blessed bone shards at the Mountain of Renewal. I'm going to buy Sunfire Splinters from the GE, from the Coliseum, and I'm going to combine them with a jug of wine in order to sacrifice them. You get these blessed bone shards to level up your prayer from Perilous Moons. After training, you could train obviously on seagulls to level 30. And then you could train on hill giants west of the GE, right over here with the brass key, until level 75 strength and 70 attack. At which point, let me open up my map one more time. You can train in Karamja with the Amulet of Glory within the Brimhaven Volcano. You teleport here with the Amulet of Glory by right-clicking. Run west, go into the Brimhaven Volcano at 75 strength and 70 attack and 43 prayer. Obviously, you could bury the big bones again west of Varrock, right over here on the hill giants. Okay, up until level 43. At which point, leveling prayer becomes significantly hard. So, once you level up enough and get your own Bando Scott Sword and maybe Osmotin's Fang, you could you could fight the Perilous Moons and collect Blessed Bone Shards. So let me quickly just show how much gold I have. I have 114 million gold, excluding my armor and my sword. But including them, obviously I have 174 million gold. Here's my current level and my current playtime. So let me put on my armor, and I'm going to go and sacrifice. So let me deposit all of this, and I'm going to take my stamina potions with me. So every time you fight the Perilous Moons, you get Sun-Kissed Bones and Blessed Bone Shards. So with the Sun-Kissed Bones, for example, you could take these out, and you bring a chisel with you. Okay? So with this chisel, you could either right-click and use the chisel on the Sun-Kissed Bones, or you could just right-click and break down the Sun-Kissed Bones themselves. So they become Blessed Bone Shards when you do that, okay? So that's even more Blessed Bone Shards than the ones you already get by defeating the Perilous Moons. So at this point, I'm going to take out all of my Blessed Bone Shards, okay? I'm going to take out my Jug of Wine. And I'm also going to buy Sunfire Splinters, which you get from the Coliseum. Nice. So when you right click and use Sunfire Splinters on the Jug of Wine, you need 2 Sunfire Splinters, a Jug of Wine, and a Pestle and Mortar to create Sunfire Wine. So let me withdraw my Pestle and Mortar. Okay. So I'm going to right click and use my Sunfire Splinters on the Jug of Wine. At which point, I think it turns orange. It says Jug of Sunfire Wine. Okay. See? So I should be getting 6 prayer EXP per Blessed Bone Shard at the Mountain of Renewal. So in order to get to the Mountain of Renewal, essentially you're just going to open up the Civitas Illis Fortis teleport, or you could just go to Varlamore, per my How to Get to Varlamore YouTube video. Obviously you do Twilight's Promise quest, and then you do Perilous Moons quest in order to collect these Blessed Bone Shards. Okay, you have to do Children of the Sun, and then Twilight's Promise, I assume, as the second quest, and then Perilous Moons. So let's head over to Civitas Illis Fortis right now. Okay. So I'm going to click my compass up here, which reorients my entire game in old school RuneScape on the Jagex launcher. So you could actually install HDOS, by the way, with the Jagex launcher and RuneLite in order to have even better graphics in your game. Or you could get an Oculus Orb from Django in Draenor Village with the Amulet of Glory teleport, and you can control the camera even better. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to travel with my Quetzal here. okay, to Tiamat manually, okay? So Tiamat is where Ranul, one of the gods, is located. There are other gods, of course. So right here we have stained glass building architecture, and here we have pyramids like we've seen in like Beneath Cursed Sands quest, for example, like south or of Al Kharid or something. Like in addition to maybe Desert Treasure too. So let's right click and talk to Verlis. He says, Nilsal, do you wish me to exchange banknotes for you? I charge only 10 coins for each banknote. I'm going to say, what can I do here? And he says, I'm glad you asked. Next to me is an old altar of Ralos, upon which you can ask for bones and wine to be blessed. You should be aware, though, Ralos won't hear you if you aren't experienced enough. I wouldn't want you to get caught in the cold just waiting for nothing to happen. Anyway, once you've had Ralos' blessing, you can break the bones down into shards. Then, along with your blessed wine, you can take them to the Libation Bowl and sacrifice them in Ralos' honor. Libation Bowl? Yes, you'll find it inside the Tiamat, near the library. I see. And what happens if I drink the blessed wine? The last person to try to end that up in the Libation Bowl. I do not recommend it. Anyway, do you want any banknotes converted? So, I'm going to run up here to the exposed altar, and let's see what happens. You don't have anything suitable to bless. You either need to bring bones or wine to bless. So now I have Jug of Blessed Sunfire Wine. Okay. So I need to find what this dude was talking about in order to sacrifice my blessed bone shards. I know the library was located right over here, the Tiamat, so let's take a look. Let me lower my Twitch volume right now. I'm going to climb up this ladder as well. I'm in the library right now. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. What was he talking about? He said it was in the library, right? Alright, so let's climb down the ladder. It should be somewhere here. Okay. So, in order to sacrifice the bone shards, you have to go to the Libation Bowl. Okay? It's in the library to the southeast. Alright. So right here we have a statue of Marhuitz and Zerna. If you examine them, the game says, a statue of the legendary hero Zerna, the mother of wisdom. And then you right click the statue of Marhuitz, It says a statue of the legendary hero Marhuitz, the Old Wolf. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to use my Blessed Bone Shards on the Libation Bowl. You can't sacrifice any Blessed Bone Shards until the Libation Bowl has been filled with Blessed Wine. So I'm going to right click my jug of Blessed Sunfire Wine. Obviously I combined Sunfire Splinters with the jug of wine. I bought both of them at the GE. Or you get, alternatively, the Sunfire Splinters from the Coliseum if you're super high level. But yeah, they're pretty simple to buy. And essentially, I blessed the jug of wine at the mountain of Ranul over here. Okay. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to use my jug of blessed wine. You pour some of the blessed Sunfire wine into the libation bowl. Cool. So now it looks like he's blessing the bone shards 100 at a time. So I'm getting 600 prairie XP every single time I put the bone shards in here. Wow. So my prairie XP is going up a ton. It looks like it uses 2 prayer every single time. So you might need to bring a prayer potion with you if you have too many blessed bone shards. But it looks like it lasts for quite some time. Wow. Yeah, so I was able to sacrifice about, like, I don't know, 10% of my blessed bone shards in total, using only 5 wine jugs, and I ran out of prayer at that point, but the wine jugs also ran out. So that's good to know. Thank you for watching my video.